Tell me what kind of properties we're talking about and distinguish this part of the market from the rest of the multifamily market.
We're talking about apartments in Oklahoma City in the metro area below 50 units.
Well, how are those investors different from multifamily investors in general across the price points in the marketplace?
Typically, especially in the smaller range scale, you've got 4 and 8-plex deals. A lot of times you're seeing a lot more local Oklahoma investors, a lot of mom and pop type of deals as opposed to the big entities that kind of control the larger, bigger Class A spaces.
Is there any institutional investment in the small properties like this?
Very, very little. Very little. There's some groups that are kind of going after certain sub-markets in Oklahoma City, but not on the scale that we're seeing in the larger space.
Now, there's been high demand for apartment properties in the Oklahoma City market for several years now. Kind of drill down into this price range or price point or size point and talk about what's going on there.
Right now, it's an exciting time in Oklahoma City for apartments with less than 50 units, because basically what we're seeing is, you know, these deals are trading for prices that we would have been unheard of 2 years ago. You know, but our fundamentals are still strong from an investment standpoint, with low unemployment, low interest rates, access to capital, and rents continuing to rise. I believe in the foreseeable future, the market for apartments under 50 units will remain strong.
What about tenants? Talk about, I guess, the type of tenants or the type of people that live in these smaller apartments. Are they different in general, either in lifestyle or, you know, as consumers or as employees or for income? How are they different?
It kind of depends where they're located. You know, one trend that we've seen sort of in like the midtown, uptown areas, you've got a lot of this historical construction that houses the type of millennials and the type of renters that can't quite afford to get into the big Class A space but still want to be near the action and part of the urban core. So the type of renters you're going to see, I mean, it is going to depend on where you're at. I don't think this property type, in my opinion, has the same exposure that a lot of the big Class A space is going to have to the energy market. I just don't think the exposure's there. Owners don't seem concerned, and the investors I'm talking to who are interested in this product type are not concerned either.
Can you talk about this property here, where we are and where you are in the process?
Right, yeah, this is a property we've currently got under contract. It's kind of an example of what I was talking about the velocity we're seeing in this market. You know, it's under contract, got under contract quickly, and the amount of interest we saw before and still is huge. This is a perfect example of a deal that 2 years ago you probably would have been shocked to see the price we got this deal under contract for.